Good morning, everyone. So, someone had sent me a comment on Facebook about my nighttime lighting, and he said, surely this isn't a skylight or a sky atmosphere or anything else. And I said, he was 100% wrong. Give me a few. So, I am recording this to go ahead and show him, and hopefully, a bunch of other people can learn in the aspect of things as well in here. All right. So, let me take a sip of my coffee. Let's get into it, and I'll go back into that one specific area where he commented on a picture here. Let me get in here. Bum. Might as well just follow this path. It'll be easier. It'll be way easier. So, the one picture he was commenting on was like right in this area. Okay. So this is what's going on. Now, I've been doing this for literally 16 years in Unreal. I started off using UE3 and UDK. And if you go on follow me on YouTube or on TikTok, I talk about that quite frequently. But if you go on YouTube, you can actually see kind of where I started from and up. But anyway, so we got our skylight, our sky atmosphere. We have clouds in here. Whoops. Oh. Volumetric clouds in here. So you can see that this is all being controlled if you know Unreal. Like if we turn off our clouds, that's going to go ahead and work. We also have a post-processing effect. Now all this is playing a role because when I'm saying the skylight, the volumetric cloud, the directional light, the post-processing effect, the fog, all this is making calculations to go ahead and get this nighttime result, which I'll go ahead and show you in a second, because this is what we're going to do. So, I have a lot of moving pieces going on in here. A lot. This is running my day and night cycle in different areas. So, to not be confused, each light serves its own purpose. We got an area over here, the Cyber City, and way back in here. Okay? So I just want to clarify that. But directional light number 2 is actually my nighttime. Let me go back into the spot here. Oh, excuse me. Over here. Or here, it's not going to make a difference. We'll run up it. So, nothing bought. This is all Unreal, and there's thousands of different calculations going into this. Again, your post-processing effect makes a difference too. Let me go ahead and show this off here. Post-process. I believe this is the main one. I got a couple of other ones for different areas. Yeah, this is the main one right here. Okay, see the difference right there? But this is on much, a lot of calculations, even in the post-processing effect. For example, like my exposure and local and all this. I've played around with a bunch of these settings as well. So this is a big part of it too. Everything that I'm showing you, again, the post-processing, the clouds, it's all working together. So if we go here now, and let's turn off my sun, let's turn on my night, we get this result. But you're like, hey, that's not what you were showing in the picture. That is 100% correct. We also have our fog. So let's dive into that. So, again, big things in here. We have our height fog, which makes a difference. And then we have our volume fog. And there we go. So that is showing you that this is all from literally the power of Unreal. And real time's on, which is awesome. So nothing has been pre-bought for this at all whatsoever. This is all the power of Unreal. No blueprints. No nothing. If we go up here, we can take a look more. And I can explain to you a little bit more, too, about fog volume. I'm not going to leave you hanging like that. But that's that. So fog volume is local fog volume. And you can actually find that in place actors. That. And again, there's millions of different calculations going on. But that fog volume is only representing this specific area. I have a different fog volume for that area. A different fog volume for that area. And this area I'm currently working on. So that kind of gives you a idea in a nutshell on lighting and so forth. So as far as a skylight goes as well, or a sky box, I should say, you can see I have a sky sphere in here as well. So again, I can't really show you the exact calculations because there's millions of them. Millions of them. Lighting is one of the hardest things to do, to get right. I'm never satisfied. I don't think anyone really is. You're your biggest critic, right? So I hope that's kind of helpful to point you in the right direction or anyone else in the right direction as well. I have this all being controlled by blueprints as well. So that all took calculation on top of all that. But if we go here, I mean, we can go ahead and do our fog again. I'm gonna turn that on. Touch the height fog up. See, the height fog makes a difference too. But if we were to turn this on, there it is. And I think this one is when I was working on my beach for over here. I think so. Yeah, it's there. It's barely there, but I see it. Oh, because I'm working on... I want to make this area look better. I'm pretty sure that's it. So we'll give it an example here. Let's see. I want to make sure. Where are we at? Oh, no. I completely lied. It's over here. So this is a good example. We'll play around with it right here. This is fine. It doesn't have to necessarily be the beach area. Let me get a good shot here. And I had to work on this area anyway. The fog color is completely off. It's way off. So you can see with the local fog volume that we're changing this up. And say we'll just do a light green. I'm still working on this complete area, but then you could change the the fog density for your local fog. So that is how I achieved the that nighttime scene. I hope this is helpful for you and for everyone else.